So, good morning. Let us see some of the uh, uh, questions which is related to biomolecules. Especially, I am concentrating on MCQs, one word answers, because most of them uh, are not sure about uh, uh, what to write, or there is some confusions, like simple confusions. Question is very simple, but I don't know, there is some confusion. So let us go to this disaccharide, that is biomolecule carbohydrates. You know that disaccharides are carbohydrates which on hydrolysis yield two molecules of monosaccharide unit. Okay, so common one disaccharide is sucrose, maltose and lactose. So disaccharide, there are two types, reducing and non-reducing. I told you in practical, sucrose, what is sucrose? It is cane sugar. Okay, its composition is glucose and fructose. As it is, sucrose is non-reducing because there is no free aldehyde or keto group. So after hydrolysis in solution which contains glucose and fructose, it is reducing uh, sugar, but as it is, sucrose is non-reducing. Because most of them first sectional they wrote wrong answer for this. So sucrose is non-reducing, glucose, fructose, galactose, maltose, lactose all reducing sugars. Even maltose, lactose, disaccharide, they are reducing sugars. Okay, so which is non-reducing? Sucrose. Okay, that is why sucrose gives direct Benedict's negative. If you boil with Benedict's reagent, sucrose solution boiled with Benedict's solution, we get no change in the color, Benedict's change in the color of Benedict's reagent. But if you boil Benedict's glucose solution with, or fructose solution, or lactose solution, or maltose solution with Benedict's reagent, we get yellow, red precipitate, depend on the concentration. But sucrose, as it is non-reducing, so it gives Benedict's negative. So what I am going to tell is, suppose the question comes, which of the following is non-reducing sugar, and option is given maltose, lactose, isomaltose, or etc., or fructose, and then sucrose. You have to tick sucrose, and sucrose is non-reducing. And this question is asked already once. Lactose, what is lactose? Actually it is a disaccharide, it's a milk sugar. So what is the composition? In brief, we can write galactose and glucose. It contains galactose and glucose. Some are writing glucose and fructose. Okay, all those things. So lactose is glucose plus galactose. It is milk sugar. Then regarding polysaccharides, one MCQs asked, which of the following is storage form of energy? Which of the following is storage form of the energy? Option is given glucose also, storage form of energy. See, glucose gives energy on oxidation, but it is not storage form of energy, it is immediate source of energy. Okay, carbohydrates gives glucose, which is oxidation of which gives ATP, energy rich ATP molecules. But which one is storage form? That is why you have to read the question properly. Storage form is excess glucose Okay, when during a fed state after eating, excess glucose is stored in the liver as glycogen. So glycogen is storage form of glucose. After 3-4 hours of fasting, post absorptive stage, 3-4 hours, whenever blood glucose comes down, this glycogen is converted to glucose. So glycogen is storage form of energy. Which of the following is storage form of energy? Option A, fructose. Option B, glucose. Option C, glycogen. Means you have to tick glycogen. So next slide why I put is heteropolysaccharides. See how carbohydrates are classified: monosaccharide, oligosaccharide and polysaccharide. Polysaccharides contains more than 10 monosaccharide unit, either same or different. If it is same monosaccharide unit, they are called homopolysaccharides. Starch, glycogen, ilunin is the example. Heteropolysaccharides contains more than one. On hydrolysis they yield more than one type of monosaccharide unit. Example for heteropolysaccharide is agar and mucopolysaccharide. See, mucopolysaccharides are also called glycosaminoglycans or GAGs. Short form of glycosaminoglycan is GAGs. So mucopolysaccharides are heteropolysaccharides. They made up of sugar derivatives, amino sugars and uronic acid. Okay, amino sugar and uronic acid. See, last some sectional exam one question asked, which of the following is mucopolysaccharide? Starch also there and heparin also there, other two is totally different. So starch is starch is a homopolysaccharide. Okay, heparin is example for mucopolysaccharide. Which of the following is mucopolysaccharide? See, these are the example: hyaluronic acid, chondroitin sulfate, heparin, dermatan sulfate, keratan sulfate, heparan sulfate. They are important in our body. They perform some of the particular functions, like hyaluronic acid present in the synovial joint, act as lubricant or shock absorber. So these are hyaluronic acid, chondroitin sulfate, heparin are example for mucopolysaccharide. Some are simply taking starch. Starch is homopolysaccharide. Okay, it is not the mucopolysaccharide. So you have to see the question and take. So, see, classification based on the metabolic rate. This is the classification of amino acid. Last one question MCQs asked. Name one word answer. Name one pure ketogenic amino acid. Pure ketogenic amino acid is leucine. Leucine. Okay. Ketogenic, pure ketogenic is leucine. And one more question asked in amino acid. Name any one semi-essential amino acids. You know that based on the nutritional requirement, amino acids are classified into essential amino acid, that is 10, match will fly. Then semi-essential amino acid 2, remaining 8 are non-essential amino acid. So most of them wrote wrong answer, like alanine or something else. See, arginine and histidine. See, any one you can choose. If it is one, name any one semi-essential, either arginine or histidine. Okay, most of them made mistake here. Semi-essential amino acid, arginine or histidine. And some of them wrote correct answer. Non-protein amino acid, example See, non-protein amino acids, they are not found in proteins but still perform biological important functions. Okay, so there are different example. Alpha amino acid, some example is there for non-protein. Non-alpha amino acid also there. So you can choose better ornithine and citrulline, anyone. Okay, so if it ornithine or citrulline is there in the multiple choice, you have to take same one, either ornithine or citrulline. So both are non-protein amino acid. There are other beta alanine and all, gamma amino butyric acid, which is a neurotransmitter. But if any one example for non-protein amino acid, or which of the following is non-protein amino acid, if ornithine is their option or citrulline is their option or any other, you have to take same one. So ornithine or citrulline is example for non-protein amino acid. So these are the example for lipoproteins. Okay, this comes under classification of lipids or protein. So lipoproteins, they contains lipid plus protein. Okay, example chylomicrons, LDL, HDL, VLDL. What is LDL? Low density lipoprotein. HDL is high density lipoprotein. VLDL is very low density lipoproteins. So give an example for lipoprotein means you have to remember chylomicron, HDL, LDL and VLDL, or this may also ask as MCQs. Which of the following is a lipoprotein? A, B, C, D. If it is a chylomicron, LDL, HDL, VLDL, same you have to tick. Okay. So this is about 5 marks question. If they ask essential fatty acid, short note 5 marks. First you define it. These fatty acids cannot synthesize in the body, therefore should be supplied in the diet. And you have to give example: linoleic acid, linolenic acid and arachidonic acid. Then only you can write the functions, not directly going to functions. Like they are precursor of eicosanoids, local hormones. They help in lipid transport by forming phospholipids. They are essential components of cell membrane because phospholipid they can form. They lower serum cholesterol, so anti-atherogenic effect. Heart attack, they prevent heart attack formation. They are required for normal reproductive function because gonads of the lipid. They are required for normal epidermal growth because of epidermal lipid. They promote fat mobilization, hence prevent fatty liver. So if essential fatty acid is very important, short note, if they ask define it and give the example linoleic acid, linolenic acid and arachidonic acid, then go for the at least 7 functions. And one more thing I want to remember, some of them taking wrong answer. They don't know B1, B2, B3 vitamin. They know thiamine, riboflavin and niacin. Only 3 is there for you. There are 8 actually B complex vitamins. They are water soluble vitamins: thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, pantothenic acid, pyridoxine, biotin, folic acid and cobalamin, B12. So I am not interested in that. So you should know 3: B1, B2, B3. See, thiamine is B1. Okay. Riboflavin is B2. Niacin is B3. This you should know. Which one B1, which one is B2 and which one is B3. So one question asked last sectional exam. TPP, that is thiamine pyrophosphate, is the coenzyme form of option A vitamin B1, option B vitamin B2, option 3 vitamin B3. Most of them know that it is coenzyme form of thiamine. but they don't know thiamine is vitamin B1. Okay, so thiamine is vitamin B1. Thiamine is otherwise known as vitamin B1. So TPP is coenzyme form of vitamin B1 or thiamine. So riboflavin, see, vitamin B2. It has two coenzymes, FMN and FAD, flavin mononucleotide and flavin adenine dinucleotide. That is B2. What is B3 is niacin. So one MCQ asked last sectional exam. NAD is coenzyme form of niacin. Some are writing it is just like it is coenzyme. Which of the following is coenzyme form of niacin? As example, this options given FMN, FAD, GMN and NAD. So NAD is coenzyme form of niacin. Some are simply taking FMN and FAD. They are coenzyme forms of vitamin B2, that is riboflavin. Okay. So this NAD is nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide. Nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate. These are coenzymes of niacin. Niacin is vitamin B3. Riboflavin is vitamin B2. Thiamine is vitamin B1. Okay, that's all I wanted to tell.